chartered a boat from Miami to pick up the patients. I pulled every string I had to get it.
Tell it to turn around.
Why should I? The people who work for me, the people who I care for, are getting sicker. I had 2 more employees go down this last hour.
That's my point exactly. As bad as this may seem, at least we're in a closed, controllable environment. If one sick person were to reach the mainland, there's no stopping runaway infection.
You have no jurisdiction, Dr. Connor. Your team is here at the invitation of the local Ministry of Health. You can't personally place the island under quarantine.
You're absolutely right, Miss Small. I have no jurisdiction. But what I do have is 15 years of experience all over the world seeing firsthand what infectious disease can do, how fast it can spread, and how viciously it can kill. So if closing this place down for a few days means saving thousands of lives, so be it.
No, I'm trying to understand, Doctor, but you yourself said that you didn't know what this is. Maybe it's nothing.
Suppose it's nothing. Suppose we don't contain it here. Do you want your company or your company associated with the legal and financial liabilities of exposing hundreds of thousands of people? It's your call, Mr. Risen.
Okay. I'll tell the boat to hold. For now.
McCabe, have you identified those with symptoms?
Yes, sir.
We need to separate those most vulnerable.
No one in the company's older than 42.
I'm talking about the children.
You want me to isolate them?
You know what you need to do.
Mrs. Herring.
Can I see my husband?
Ma'am. I need to put your daughter in a clean environment.
What?
We need to quarantine your daughter.
You want to take her away from me?
Only temporarily. Children can get very ill from the kinds of things we're looking into.
No, she's not sick. I'm not sick.
You could be a carrier.
Of what?
We don't know yet. But if you start to show symptoms, it'll be too late. She'll be infected. Come on, sweetie.
No. I've already been separated from my husband. You can't expect me to give you my little girl.
Ma'am, you don't have a choice. It's for her own good. I promise she'll be okay. Mrs. Herring, please.
It's okay, baby.
How was your wife's health, Mr. Borman?
Judy was never sick. We used to joke about how much energy she had.
My mom's like that. Run, run, run.
Concerts, benefits. She had a list of all the exotic trips we needed to take.
Did you two go anywhere recently?
I couldn't get away.
And what about the rest of her routine? Did it change at all?
Tennis with her girlfriends, work at the museum. She even read to the school kids at Overtown before she realized how sick she was.
She sounds like a great lady.
Yeah. I brought you her date planner. I thought it would be helpful. Every night we'd have a glass of wine, look out at this gorgeous view, and remind ourselves just how lucky we were.
Mr. Herring, I'm Dr. Connor. The doctor here says you're having some pain in your chest.
Feels like a weight pushing down on it.
He's got reddening of the eyes. Could be a virus. And rails, bilaterally.
Where's my wife and daughter?
You're in good hands. Trust me. Look, I need you to focus here now, Dan. I know you're hurting, but there's something linking you with your sick coworkers. Something that you all may have done and others didn't. Did you do anything ritualistic as a group? Swim in the reef, go hiking, eat berries, anything as insignificant as it might seem?
No. I just been content to sit in the whirlpool all day.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Mist, you know, sea air, it's replenishing.
Legionnaire's disease, are you sure?
This place is loaded with whirlpools and steam rooms, all of them whipping up an aerosolized mist of bacterial soup night and day.
Well, not everyone becomes symptomatic. That explains why you have 25 down, not 125. Are you sure you're right?
Look, we can't wait for confirmation. I'll start treating with what I have, but I need broad-spectrum antibiotics, Cipro, erythromycin, loads of it and fast.
Well, get me what you've sampled so far. I'll turn it around as quickly as possible.
The 76 outbreak was linked to air conditioning, wasn't it?
It was never ruled out.
I need access to the ducts.
Opening 10 days ago, a group show of progressive Latin American artists. The Kazarian Gallery, South Beach, they were all there. Did Mr. Borman go? Stayed at home to watch Monday Night Football.
And our gallery's a pretty fluid location. We need to get there before anyone moves or discards anything.
Tango 14, roger that.
I've actually heard of this artist, Ellie. During one exhibit, he lay naked under a plexiglass bridge and did things to himself while people walked in.
I prefer landscapes myself.
First place I looked, a pool of standing water under an evaporator.
Which tells you what?
If the water's infected with Legionnaires, the fan could easily aerosolize it into a mist.
And from there spread the disease.
I only checked a portion of the ducts, but I think we're on the right track.
Shut down central air.
Dr. McCabe, please let me go in and see her.
I can't, I'm sorry.
At least let me give her this blanket. It's the only thing that keeps her calm. Please, have a heart, please. Thank you.
Dan Harron is crashing. I'm trying to intubate, but...
Okay, sit. BP?
60/20.
Miles, dopamine, 5-10 milligrams. Now,
Got it.
Switch. Let's go, switch. All right, bag him faster. Come on, let's go. Miles, where's the dopamine?
I got
Let's
it.
go.
Going in right now.
Get bagging.
Dopamine's in.
What's his pulse? Miles, what's his pulse?
Not much there.
Dan, stay with us. Doctor, bag him on the floor. Pulse is fading. We're losing him.
The disease must have progressed too far.
Legionnaires didn't kill him, Stephen. The bacterial culture was negative.
Then we're back to square one. We know almost nothing.
Not really. Now you know it kills. Into some red tape with Dan Herring's body. The coroner's just starting the autopsy. I did notice small burns on his fingertips.
That could be something. What about the samples from the property?
Aside from the bacteria and staph I mentioned earlier, there's a pretty high concentration of mold spores.
Inside or out?
Both, but that's not unusual given the plant life there. I'll know what kind of fungus it is in a few hours.
Make sure that Emmy matches anything he finds with your list. Whatever killed Herring isn't something that we see every day.
I never thought that Dan would settle down. He wasn't really the marrying type when we met. But when Gracie was born, he really grew up. He loved being a dad.
What was his daily routine? What did he do the moment that he woke up or right before bed?
Why are you asking me all these questions?
Because of the progression of your husband's illness, we think that he was the first one to become infected. It helps us if we can put together a picture of his activities prior.
Was he sick at all before you came to the resort?
No, he was actually in the best mood I'd seen him in months. He was working really hard on his IPO. They all were. Bought me this bracelet in St. Thomas. It was kind of his way of saying sorry.
Sorry? Sorry for what?
For being distant, you know? Not available, you know, that kind of thing.
Your husband's a smoker, Mrs. Herring?
No.
Other than the bracelet, did he purchase anything else in St. Thomas?
No, I don't think so.
How about yourself? Did you bring anything over on the boat?
Me?
Smoke alarm was taped over.
Yeah, I saw that too. Why would she lie?
Maybe she didn't. Maybe she thinks he quit.
Which makes you wonder what else she doesn't know about him.
How much longer will you be, ma'am?
First off, she's a doctor. Second of all, there's a lot of sick people depending on her for recovery, so she'll take as long as she needs.
Well, here's the name of the caterer we used, plus the list of the food and drink we ordered for the opening.
We'll also need to know who else was here for the week leading up to the event. Did you have a service clean the place?
Well, I didn't want people sweating all night, so I had someone fine-tune the central air.
We'll need to take a look at that.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be uncooperative. It's just that this has been a very trying 2 weeks for me. First, Ellie passes away, and now the NIH thinks I have something in my gallery that's killing people.
Wait, who passed away?
Ellie's the guy I was telling you about.
He spent so many years trying to be shown in a mainstream gallery like this, and he dies 2 days after his opening.
How did he die? Was he sick?
Ellie had been battling HIV for a number of years, but I didn't know he was that sick.
I put some more painkiller and a muscle relaxant in your IV. It should help your throat, Kim.
Dr. McCabe,
See? Sounds better already.
can you take a message to my friends?
Yeah, of course.
Can you tell them if I die, I want Jules to take my cat? She's the responsible one.
Hey, Kim, you are not gonna die. Dr. Connor is the best. I know you don't know him, but he's a brilliant man.
Dr. McCabe, I need you.